us in studio this morning are three matriculants. They're from Greenside High School in Johannesburg. From my left here, Mohammed Ali, Neleagh Davids and Nkosinathi Mtumbula. To all three of you, thank you so much for coming in. And congratulations. Neleagh, I want to begin with you this morning. Tell me about your results and your matric year.
Okay, so when I got my results at 12 o'clock, I was so excited and midnight. Yeah. I was overwhelmed. You can ask Ali because he was with me. I started screaming so much. Oh my word. The results, they're looking amazing. Yeah. They're looking amazing. I'm so proud of myself. All the work that I put in, I'm seeing the results pay off, and it's amazing. So I'm looking at some of the notes that we had, that our team jotted down for me because they spoke to you before this interview. Academic honours for maintaining a 75% average mark for all subjects. How hard is that to do? It's not hard if you put your mind to it and carry on like practicing and studying every day. And for me, I literally just listened in class and that helped me. Okay, you're making it sound very, very easy. Mohammed. It's not easy, but... yeah. Mohammed, you're wearing a different color blazer to your two colleagues this morning. Tell me about that.
So this is a white honors blazer that you get if you excel in 3 out of 4 categories. So either leadership, academics, sports, or culture. And I excelled in academics, culture, and leadership. Wow. And so, incredible. Yeah. Tell us about your matric results, the subjects and the numbers involved. So I ended up bagging 6 distinctions, which I was... Congratulations. Thank you. And I mean, I was very shocked because I wasn't aiming for 6. I was like, because English and Afrikaans are definitely not my strong suits. So I was really shocked. But I think that my hard work paid off. Yeah. And I was very excited for the marks that I got. Nkosinathi, good morning. Last but certainly not least, tell us about your results.
Oh my goodness. When midnight struck, I was all over the place. Yeah. The sites were not working. Oh. Then we scrambled looking for a newspaper. We couldn't find one. Then eventually...
Were the 3 of you together last night?
No.
Oh, the 2 of you. Okay. Yeah.
So then by 1 a.m., the websites are working again. Okay. So then I checked. Then a bachelor's degree in the bag with 2 distinctions.
Oh, wonderful.
And considering the magnitude of subjects I do and the difficulty level, because I do the subjects like physics, accounting, and on top of that, I have an extra subject, which is business studies. Sure. I'm very proud of myself in what I have achieved.
Wonderful, wonderful. You should be incredibly proud. Tell us about the subjects that you were doing.
I did.
So it's the extra subject that you've just told us about, and then
accounting, dramatic arts, and physical sciences.
Okay. And I want to talk to all 3 of you about because ordinarily when we do discussions like this around the matric results, we're always impressed with the way that students are able to perform. This year, 2021's class had a particularly difficult time because of the COVID-19 pandemic. What you had to go through from your grade 11 year and into your matric year as well. Nkosinathi, let me stay with you. Talk to us about how you were impacted in your school career during the pandemic.
Oh, my goodness. When COVID first struck us in grade 11, at first, when it started, we were all happy to stay home. But then we realized that this is not good. Because grade 11 marks, firstly, are the marks which are required by universities. So now when we apply, we might fall under the requirements. So now that fear loomed over us for the entire year. Then with grade 12, we had a bit of hope that at least now the pandemic has slowed down and that we're going back to full-time schooling. Then we had to undergo another lockdown. Yeah. Then we had to study from home, but I'm very grateful that our school gave us the resources, supported us throughout lockdown, and made sure that we do not fall back. But this pandemic really did impact me, and I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us here when I say COVID has really changed the way we learn in school, and I feel like it forever will.
Yeah. Neleagh?
COVID for me, like in grade 11, it didn't really strike as hard as it did for Nkosinathi. I was used to, or rather I was more comfortable learning from home because of the resources that the school had handed us. Grade 12 though, grade 12 was a lot of work, a lot of pressure because of senior leadership. I'm also the deputy head girl, so that came with its own like portfolio, and maintaining the marks that I had from grade 10 all the way until matric. That was the real challenge, because obviously with the pandemic, learning wasn't as normal, but like we got used to it.
Yeah. Mohammed, you know, in the notes that I have about you, you're the head boy for Greenside High for your year, and you do a lot of activities outside of your academic calendar. How did that work, juggling that under COVID?
So that was honestly the most frustrating part for me, because extramurals were cancelled half the time. And I mean, I'm not one who's very fond of schoolwork. I don't do my homework or anything. Like, I don't like schoolwork. I don't like academics like that. I like learning, but for me it was extramurals that really drove me at school, like drama as an extramural. And I mean, I still found ways through COVID to create plays and like direct plays. You know, even like socially distanced on stage and things like that, because I was like, I need a creative outlet, otherwise I'm just going to get frustrated with myself.
How important is that to you guys, having, as Mohammed says, a creative outlet, not only focusing on your maths, your physical science, your big subjects, but doing things outside of your academic calendar? Nkosinathi?
I feel like extramurals are actually a place where we can actually go out of the academic boundary and be ourselves. Because in academics, it's very strained, and we are made to focus on this one thing for most of the day. Then with extramurals, we are able to express ourselves in ways that can never happen in a classroom. So I also did drama, and I took part in a lot of cultural activities such as debating, public speaking, choir, etc. And I found that when I go to those activities, I'm able to calm myself and reflect and actually see how my day went and prepare myself for the next day.
Yeah. So the big question, of course, when we do these matric discussions is, what's next? Neleagh?
Next for me is I'd love to study I'm going to study strategic management at Varsity College this year. And then I'm going to carry on pursuing my acting career and growing my portfolio. And then next year, I would love to study at UCT. Okay. I'm going to study film and television.
So none of you are taking a gap year for 2022? I don't want to give your parents a heart attack. None of you are taking a gap year this year. Mohammed?
I don't think so. I mean, for me, it depends. If funding pulls through, then I'll probably end up going to UCT. Okay. But I wouldn't mind taking a gap year, because I know like what my mission is with my company. It's like a youth arts company which focuses on collaborations among young storytellers and growing young artists. And so I want to like introduce workshops to high schools and just introduce drama to especially secondary schools who don't have arts as a major thing in their school. So I'm really passionate about that. So even if funding doesn't pull through, I know I have something going for me in this year.
Nkosinathi?
Well, actually, for this year, I have quite a bit planned. I'm planning on going to the University of the Witwatersrand to study either chemical engineering or law, but at the same time I've been nominated to attend Minerva University in San Francisco this year. So right now I still plan to study in South Africa, but when the US academic year starts, I do plan on leaving the country. And I got nominated by the University of Pretoria and the South African Schools Debating Board, as I'm a 2-time published author this year. So I'm actually not ready for the year, but I'll take it as it goes.
Wow. Well, you guys are so incredibly impressive, all three of you. I have tears in my eyes as if I'm your mother. I think your parents are here. I'm sure they're just as proud. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, telling us your stories, and making us all rethink what we were doing in our own matric years.